you love painting your nails at home but hate how often they chip or just don't last more than a couple days, I'm here to introduce you to my all-time favorite nail brand, Olive & June. No, this is not sponsored. No, they have no idea that I'm doing this. This is literally a review because I've been using them for 4+ years, and I have literally gotten rid of every single other nail polish brand in my collection. I've convinced my sister, my nieces, basically anyone that I can to only use Olive & June because they last, and they have the all-time best nail polish that I've ever found so far, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're new, my name is Jen. I'm a mom of 3, and I don't have time to go to the nail salon. I hate going to the nail salon and spending a couple hours getting my nails done, all the things. I usually do it about once a year for my yearly mani-pedi, and I don't go back again until my next yearly mani-pedi. I do, however, love to paint my nails at home while I'm watching a movie or watching a show, or my daughter and I will bunk up together and we will do our nails. I just love the ease of doing things at home when I have time, when I want to do it. A handful of years ago, I was introduced to Olive & June. I saw them all over Instagram, and I kept thinking, oh my goodness, I should try that. It looks really interesting. It looks something that I would use all the time, and so I did. So I got a kit. I got one of their manicure kits. They have changed a little bit since that very first kit, but most of the products have stayed the same because they are amazing. Inside the Olive & June Mani box, which here's a look at what's inside. Clearly there's a bunch of nail polish that I have yet to put in with my other collection, but this is also a great way to just store your nail polish and your mani kit. Just slide it on the shelf and pull it out when you need it. I'll show you what is in the box, then we'll talk about each item. So you have the poppy, you have the cuticle serum, you have the cleanup brush, you have the nail clippers, you have the nail file, the buffer bar, the all-time best ever top coat, and also the nail polish remover pot. So here's what you need to know. The poppy, when I first got the poppy, I had my 20-something-old babysitter here when I got the box, and I was like, ooh, let's unwrap it together because this is fun. We couldn't figure it out. You have your nail polish, you have your poppy. It doesn't go on. We Googled it, we YouTubed it, we could not figure it out. Finally, I don't even remember how we figured it out, the top just pops off. You guys, when you first get it, it is a little bit more stuck. This is one of my favorite nail polishes, ES. It's on my nails right now. I literally just did them. You just pop it off. Then you take the poppy and you stick it on there. So a couple things to know about the poppy. Number one, if you have an older nail polish from Olive & June, they don't have this line. So this is helpful because the Olive & June nail polish brushes they have a flat edge, which is one thing I absolutely love. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell, but it has a flat edge, which helps it to go on really nicely. However, when you have the poppy, this has to be on the right way in order for you to like use the poppy correctly. So on the older bottles, it doesn't have this top. So I kind of got used to not using it because I didn't like to have to turn it around and do all the things. The newer bottles, most of them have this, so you know exactly, just put the poppy on. And what the poppy does is it just makes it easier for you to paint, especially with your bad hand. So it just gives you a bigger surface area to grab onto. It makes it easier to brush. As I just noticed a spot that I totally messed up, which we'll get to in a second. I will say I am not like a die-hard poppy fan. I know many people are. I use it from time to time, but I would say 80% of the time I don't use it. I just use the normal brush as is. But again, I know people are obsessed with the poppy, so it is a nice to have. The cuticle serum is something that is so magical, and I don't say that lightly. My cuticles, especially in the winter, just they can get really bad. But here's something that you need to know. When you first get the cuticle serum, You can't, it feels like it doesn't come out. So this is actually, I think, a brand new one. You have to twist it a lot. So I'll twist it a good like 10 times. And then you might start seeing a little bit of like a white milky liquid come out of it. That's when you know that you're ready. And then you just put it on your cuticles. On a good day, I do this in the morning and I do it at night. I will leave some, I've started putting like one in my purse, one in my car, one on my desk, one at my nightstand. I just put them all over because then I actually will do it, because like most things, you need to actually use it for it to work. So this stuff is magic. You can also just buy all these, I think all these things separately, but this stuff is so nice. The cleanup brush and also the pod, I use these every time I do my nails. Obviously I use this every time I do my nails, but this is also super great. So here's two things. So it has this top part. This is what I use for my toes. I'm obviously not like sticking my toes in there. I use this for my toes. And then this, you just stick your finger in and there's like a hole in there. I don't know if you can really tell. And you just put it in there and you twist your finger around and the nail polish comes right off. Fun fact, my sister, when her pod had gotten pretty dried up, she actually went to Target and just bought regular nail polish remover because she thought it's basically the same thing. I'll just put it in there. It didn't work nearly as good. There's something just really great about the Olive & June nail polish remover. It's fantastic. I will never use a different one. I can't even just tell you how amazing it is. So, and then the brush is super nice because when you have a goof up, like I have many actually on mine, you just take the brush, you dip it in there, and then you can easily just clean up any messes that you have after you're done painting your nails. So then you get a salon-worthy manicure without having to go to the salon. I could do this all day. Okay, the next thing is their nail clippers. Okay, so here's how they come. They used to not come with these things, and to be frank, I actually most of the time pull this off because I find it to be annoying. I don't know if you're supposed to leave them on, but I find it harder to mostly trim my kids' nails with these, so I will just pull them off. If you like them on, you can just keep them on. And something that's really nice about these are they have a flat edge. So the flat edge is really great for shaping. Whether or not you want a straight edge, I never really do square, but it's really nice to shape that way. I have, again, gotten rid of all of my other nail clippers, and I only use these. They're perfect for my kids, they're perfect for me. My husband initially strongly disliked them, and now he has come around to loving them. They're just a really great clipper. I don't really know how much more you can say about a nail clipper, but they are fantastic. Nail file, I will say there's not much to say about the nail file. It is a very basic nail file. When I am shaping my nails, I use 90%, I shape 90% using the nail clippers, and then I'll just finish a little bit using my nail file. I will do a whole video on tips for like doing your nails, because there are some really great tips that you need to know to have like longer lasting manicures at home. That'll be for another day. This will be just all Olive & June. The buffer bar. I use this when so I will push back my cuticles using my thumb. So I'll take my thumb and I'll push back my cuticles, and then I will take this and I will just gently remove the excess cuticles. Doing that for the last couple of years has really made me have like not very much cuticles at all. It's kind of magic. So this is very helpful. I use it all the time. I use it literally every time I paint my nails. Lastly is the top coat. So this is the stuff that is actually magical because it really helps your manicure last so long. Like when I paint my nails and I'm like ready to like have it on for a week or two, I will reapply this every couple days, and that will really help to even keep it on longer. It doesn't get super thick. It's nice and glossy. Again, like this stuff is amazing. My sister's kids will sometimes use different nail polish brands for their color, but they forever will always use this because it is supreme to all the others, and it will last forever. They do have a quick dry version, which I use on my daughter. This isn't, it's still good, and it dries in a flash, which is great for a 6-year-old. It doesn't have quite the protection as the classic one, but it's still really good. So there are many options out there. One of the main questions that I get asked when I'm talking about Olive and June is, how long does it last? How long does it actually last? Because that's what we all want to know, right? We all want to know that when I paint my nails, tomorrow when I wake up, they're not going to be all chipped and horrible, right? Right. So Olive and June, when I prep my nails properly, I do it properly so I'm not waiting in between layers, doing all the things. I don't have like 6 layers of nail polish on. They will last, for me, they will last a week. I am very rough on my hands. I'm washing dishes every day. I have 3 tiny humans that I'm taking care of. So there's lots of hand washing. I'm just rough on my hands. So for me, with proper care and prep, they will last a week. My sister can get 2 weeks out of her manicures. Her kids are a little bit older. She's not quite as rough on her hands. She can get her manis to last 2 weeks. It's incredible how long this stuff lasts for being an at-home manicure that's not gel. It's just a regular manicure. There are 2 different kinds of nail polish that will impact how long your manicure lasts. There's the quick dry and there's the long lasting. I use both, and I use both for different reasons. My daughter, I try to always use the quick dry simply because she's 6 and doesn't have the time to just like sit and wait for her nails to dry. The quick dry, it will dry in a flash, but it will not have the longevity of the long lasting. So the quick dry for me will normally last about, I would say 3 days before maybe getting a chip, whereas the long lasting obviously will be longer. If you're somebody who's not super rough on your hands, you could definitely get more days out of it, but just know that if you want something that's like super fast, so you can literally do your nails, the first time I ever used a quick dry, let me tell you, I put it on super quick, and then my husband was cooking dinner. I thought I had, an hour before dinner, so I could just wait. Literally just finished, and he said, oh, hey, can you come chop the onion? I'm the onion chopper in the family because I wear contacts. He doesn't, so he cries every time he cuts an onion. And I was like, shoot, well, I guess this is a great test. So I went, chopped the onion, not a smudge, not one. It was like, I literally like immediately went onto Olive & June and I wrote a review because I was like, this is insane how like quickly this dried. There's 0 smudges. And my nails like still look good after chopping an onion a minute after I finished doing my nails. So, but just know that it won't last quite as long. A couple of the pros, obviously it's long lasting. It goes on super easy with the flat brush. It's 15 free, which means it is free of most of the harmful chemicals that are in a lot of nail polishes. I'm not gonna tell you all the things because I cannot pronounce half of those names. It's vegan and cruelty free. They have really great customer service. They are constantly coming out with new colors. I don't understand how they can come out with how many colors that they come out with, but like every season they're coming out with 7 new colors. So they're always coming out with fresh new colors, things you can layer, different glitters and sparkles and shimmers and all the things. It's actually quite impressive how often they're innovating their colors. And you can get them not only online, but you can also get them at Target, at Walmart. So you can like go in and try stuff, like actually like pick it up and see it, which I also think is helpful. Some of the cons, there's actually not that many. If you are somebody with super tiny fingers, like my daughter, the flat edge brush can be a little bit difficult to work on or work with, just to be able to get the surface area and not get too much on the skin. Another con, sometimes they sell out too quickly, the new things. But honestly, that's it. I really haven't found any major cons about Olive & June in the 4+ years that I've been using it. I absolutely love it. They do have a ton of other products, like they have press-on nails, which I've tried in the past. I'm not a huge press-on nail girl, but I do love how they have different options of short to long. You can also trim them. So I'll even put on like the extra short, and sometimes I'll still even trim them up. I have very short nails and I like short nails. But they have press-on nails, which is a really fun option if you're not really great at doing nail art. They do have things for nail art like pens, stickers, all sorts of fun things to bedazzle your nails a little bit more. They have a pedicure system with a foot rest that you can put your foot on to more easily paint your toenails. There are so many different things that Olive & June has on their website that you can look at. I will cover more of those in detail in future videos, but today I just wanted to share the manicure system. It's 100% worth it. I absolutely love it. If you do want 20% off your first manicure system, I have a code in the caption. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, thanks for watching.